Good evening. In a move sparking widespread controversy, Chile's new right-wing government has announced it will stop plans to create a memorial site on the former grounds of the notorious German sect Colonia Dignidad. This decision, announced on March 30th, 2026, by President JosAc Antonio Kast's administration, reverses a long-standing effort to commemorate the victims of severe human rights abuses committed there. En Colonia Dignidad, located more than 350 kilometers south of the capital, Santiago de Chile, was founded in 1961 by German lay preacher Paul Schaefer. It began as an isolated settlement where members faced exploitation, families were torn apart, and children endured horrific abuse. The atrocities escalated during Augusto Pinochet's military dictatorship from 1973 to 1990, when the compound was also used to torture and murder opponents of the regime. The Chilean government placed the settlement under forced administration in 2005. Today, the area is known as Villa Baviera and surprisingly also serves as a tourist destination. And President Kast, who took office on March 11, 2026, has made this decision a key early action of his administration. Housing Minister Ivan Poduje publicly stated that the decision to reverse the planned expropriation for the memorial site should be carried out. On the social media platform X, the minister justified the move by citing alleged irregularities in the previous procedure and highlighting what he called enormous financial costs. Minister Poduje further elaborated in an interview with the television channel T13, explaining that his ministry lacked the authority and the means to implement the memorial plans. He rejected ideological motives in the newspaper La Tercera, asserting that the decision was solely about social priorities. He estimated the costs for the memorial at around 47 billion Chilean pesos, suggesting that these funds could instead be used to renovate housing or sports facilities. He added that if funds were available, other ministries could potentially continue the project. However, critics vehemently oppose this stance. Activists and relatives of the victims have condemned the step, viewing it as a political decision that undermines the crucial process of coming to terms with the past. For years, there has been contention over establishing a memorial, and in 2025, the Justice Ministry had announced plans to expropriate approximately 116 hectares for this purpose. Chatnat and former Justice Minister Jaime Gajardo described the government's reversal as, quote, a slap in the face for the memory of the victims of severe human rights violations, unquote. While he acknowledged that a temporary suspension due to budgetary reasons might be understandable, he found the complete withdrawal of the decision unacceptable. The background of President Kast's family history adds another layer to this controversy. His father, a former Wehrmacht officer and member of the Nazi Party, emigrated to Chile after the Second World War. After 1945, Chile, alongside Argentina, became a new home for many former Nazis. According to recent findings, these former Nazis were actively involved in the 1973 coup against the democratically elected socialist President Salvador Allende and in the subsequent establishment of the repressive apparatus of Augusto Pinochet's military regime. This decision by President Kast's government has reignited a critical debate in Chile about historical memory, justice for victims, and the prioritization of national resources. The fate of the Colonia Dignidad memorial site remains uncertain, highlighting the ongoing struggle to confront a dark chapter in the nation's history. What's your take on Chile's Kast government Halts Colonia Dignidad Memorial Project? Share your view in the comments. Do you think this will matter in the next news cycle? This video was generated using artificial intelligence.